many colors, and that meant that he was going to be the boss. And his brothers, would you like 11 of his brothers like, you're the youngest and you're going to be a boss of us? I don't think so. And so they got jealous, and then Joseph was able to have dreams, and he dreamt that his brothers would one day bow down to him. And that made the brothers even more mad. And so guess what? They tried to kill him, and they threw him in a pit. But then one of the brothers said, we need to make some money out of this. We shouldn't kill him. Let's sell him off to the Ishmaelites. And say they sold him for 20 shekels. But now they sold him to some foreigners called the Ishmaelites. And these Ishmaelites took poor Joseph all the way to Egypt. And they sold him to a high official named Potiphar, who was an Egyptian. And Potiphar looked at Joseph and he's like, Joseph, and Joseph was 17. Joseph, you look like a strong, healthy boy. You're going to come and be my servant. And so poor Joseph, he ended up going into Potiphar's house, and he had to be a servant. But guess what? God told Joseph, Joseph, I'm having you go through all the stuff you're going to through for a very special reason. You're going to see that I'm going to be with you. He said, wherever you go, even when things get really hard, I'm going to be with you, and I'm going to give you my blessing. And so Joseph, remember, he always told the truth. He did what was right. So he worked really hard for his boss, Potiphar. And guess what? God was with Joseph, and everything Joseph touched was successful. So Potiphar, all of a sudden, he started having more money in his house. Everything was running smoothly. Everything was going great. And Potiphar goes, man, Joseph, I like that you're in charge of all my stuff. I can just sit back and relax and not worry about a thing. And Joseph was a really good servant because God was with him and God gave him favor. Well, Potiphar had not a nice wife. Now, his wife was not nice, and she liked to make bad choices. Well, she tried to get other people to make bad choices. Now, when you're around somebody who wants you to do bad things, and somebody's saying, hey, let's do this and not listen to the teacher, or let's go throw sand in the playground, even though Miss Becky said not to.
Oh.
Let's go do things that we shouldn't do. You don't want to listen to them. Well, Potiphar's wife was trying to get Joseph to make bad choices. She's like, come on, come make bad choices with me. But Joseph is like, I'm not going to make bad choices with you. No way. I'm going to obey my master Potiphar, and I'm not going to make bad choices, and I'm going to obey God. Well, she would not give up. Come on, make bad choices. Come on, come with me, make bad choices. And Joseph kept trying to say no and no and no. Well, she got mad. She got mad because, remember, she's got yucky in her heart. And so she got mad, and she's like, I'm going to lie, and I'm going to say that Joseph made the bad choice. Now, is lying good?
No.
No, lying is not good. And guess what? She went to her husband, and she lied. And she said, Joseph made a bad choice. And did Joseph make a bad choice?
No.
So she lied, and she got Joseph in trouble. And so Potiphar got angry because he believed the lie. He said, Joseph, you're in trouble. You did this bad thing. And Joseph said, no, I didn't. But guess what? He would not believe him. And so poor Joseph got thrown in jail. He got thrown in jail. And he was in there for a long time. He was in there for a long time. But guess what? God said, Joseph, I'm making you go through all this hard stuff for a reason. You don't see it right now, but trust me, at the end you're going to see why I had to take you through this hard road. But even in jail, I'm going to be with you. And remember, Joseph was a guy who told the truth, and he worked really hard. So pretty soon, Joseph was in charge of all the people in the jail, because the person that was in charge of the jail goes, Joseph, wow, you're a really good worker. You're going to be in charge of the whole jail. But do you think Joseph wanted to be in jail? No, he did not want to be in jail. And he didn't understand why all the things were happening. But God said, Joseph, I'm going to be with you. Even in jail, I'm going to be with you. So we're going to watch a little movie